Now, I wanted to ask you a question. You have a lot of music and several movies now. Do you let your children watch your movies or listen to your music?
I let my kids listen to whatever they want to listen to because I'd rather them hear it at my house where, you know, it's done in front of me than away from me, because I know as a kid growing up, all of the things that I snuck and did ended up hurting me. But all the things I did in front of my mom, she chastised me and let me know right from wrong. And when I became an adult, I knew how to make those decisions on my own.
How old are your children?
My oldest son is 7, my middle son is 4, and my daughter is 2.
So, okay.
Oh, you're a baby.
Now, your 7-year-old, have you spoken to him about drugs and stuff like that?
You know what, but before we do that, we're talking about parenting and children. Your daddy's in the house.
Okay.
Yeah, we got Poppa Snoop in here. Come on out, Daddy. Special guest.
I didn't know.
How are you? Welcome. Hey, Poppa Snoop.
It's going down, brother. I just got to do something up there. I just have to do that. I had to do it.
Okay.
I had to do it.
Wait a minute.
No.
Now, Poppa Snoop, I must say, he's a very good-looking man here. Now, but we want to know something. We want to know, did Snoop learn his game? Because I can see that you know the game now. I can tell that.
Right.
Now, did he learn the game from you?
Of course.
Oh, he's proud.
Huh?
You broke it down.
No, I gave him my playbook.
Give me the playbook.
He's a coach. He ain't a player. He a coach.
Student body right.
Right.
You guys resemble each other.
Yeah.
You tell your father.
Even your mannerisms.
Wow, look at. I know they both mean it.
How was Snoop as a kid?
Just like he is now.
No, come on, no way.
I'm serious, just like he is
He
now.
wasn't goofy or something.
Snoop was not goofy.
As a kid.
No, he was like...
He was just cool.
Musical, I mean, like cool.
And somebody told me he was on the high school pimp team. Is that true? He was on the high school pimp team.
Yeah, he was a dean.
He was the dean.
I mean, but did you ever pull him aside on the son? No, come on now. You know, that's not the way to be. Come on, son. I mean, what, you know,
No.
how did you?
I pushed him on. He runs in the family.
Okay.
Were you guys close?
Well, Snoop's mother raised him. And me, really, and I really didn't see Snoop a whole lot, but from the time he was 12 up until right now, just like that. Then we went through his whole career, from the deep cover up until right now.
Oh,
On the
okay.
road with him, we traveled together. All that.
I was just wondering, did you have everything to do with music? Were you ever in music?
Yeah, well,
I'm curious.
Well, my whole family's in music. All my father's sisters was piano teachers, and my father played keyboard. My uncle was a jazz musician. I had 2 cousins singing with Sam Cooke before he became a rock star. So
He got the
what Snoop was doing,
background.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's nothing new to me, you know what I'm saying? I sung gospel for
So you saw it in him as a kid. You knew that he was
Oh,
destined
yeah, I mean, you can see it. You know, like, you got kids, you can tell.
Yeah,
you can tell, you can see it.
You can tell what they're going to do.
Yeah.
But before you came out, Julissa introduced a question about kids and drugs, and we were asking Snoop if he talks to his children about drugs. Did you know, what's that been like for you, both of you as parents?
Well, let me put it this way. I spent a year in Vietnam. And I smoked up Vietnam, so I can't talk.
Okay.
Now
we see.
See, I'm the story.
The whole place.
They didn't call it the chronic back then, did they?
From experience.
They called it the chronic back then?
No, they call it happy smoke.
Happy
Wait a
smoke.
minute. Poppa Snoop, from experience, we can give some of our best advice.
Right.
When I presented myself in the music industry, I had just, recently had been released from selling cocaine. I was a drug seller, you know what I'm saying? And I found out through me, smoking weed and, doing my rapping about the chronic or whatnot, I took 75 to 80% of my people off of crack. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know whether they got on weed or they got on water or got on this.
But
I know that they got off of the crack. And that was key because that drug right there killed so many of my peoples. And I don't mean killed them physically as far as they're dead, but I mean as far as their spirit to move, to do anything. You know what I'm saying? It took a lot of people away from us. It killed their minds. So I feel like that drug, was erased by the chronic, which is not causing people to do what crack makes you do.
Right.
Exactly.
I'm interested in finding out, what would you tell when they get of age? What would you tell your children about drugs?
Me personally, what I would tell my children about drugs is, that's a decision that they would have to make amongst themselves. Because I know when I was a kid, my mama smoked weed in front of me, you know what I'm saying? But it didn't make me want to go smoke weed. I wanted to smoke weed on my own because that's something that I wanted to try.
Do you smoke in front of your children now?
No, I don't smoke in front of my children. I used to But my son used to always tell me, he used to tell all my homeboys, he used to tell Superfly, he say, Poppa Fly, don't smoke. You know, he used to tell all the homies, don't smoke.
Because as a parent, you know, I'm a parent also. Now, what if you caught your son, he's about 12, 13 years old, and you walk in on him and his boys smoking weed? What age is?
I'll be the father that I am, and I'll discipline him, and we'll get along, and everything will be smooth at the end of the day. It'll be.
So, because I know you're right, they're going to do what they want to do.
Yeah,
but what age? You're not going to. What age?
My home is disciplined by me.
Right.
I wear the pants in the house, and I do all of the restrictions and all of the rules and regulations in there, and it's not physical. It's more conversation, and that goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? I grew up getting beat with the belt. That went a long way too, but you know, I felt.
Is that true, Poppa Snoop? Is that true?
Or you don't?
Not him. My papa.
Oh, he didn't snoop?
No, my mama did.
That was
Your mama spanked you.
I wish he would have with me.
So you saying that you don't spank your kids?
I'm not saying that.
Okay, what?
Because sometimes a few of them, you know, a few times they might go overboard.
Okay.
But for the most part, my vocals are more of a lashing.
A striking.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, you know, when you're such a big personality and so famous as you are, I mean, because I know I deal with, my children have to share me with the public, as your children have to share you with the public. But I mean, how do they see you? You know what I mean? It's like, my daddy's Snoop Dogg and Dog.
I think my oldest son is on that page, but he's really not tripping as far as going to school. Yeah, my daddy Snoop Dogg. It's more of my kids, they built with the same thing I'm built with. You know, they can handle it. You know what I'm saying? It don't faze me, it don't faze them. They
Snoop,
doing it.
You asking about, you said how you talk to them. Do you talk to them how you rap? Do you tell them like, sit this down, right this down? Before I put you on pins on this music. You know? I always want to know that.
No, I mean, me and my kids on the real, it's a special relationship.
That's hot.
It's very special, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's something that's so unique, I can't even really explain it, but it's one of the things that I'm so thankful for right now, to have that relationship with them.
So it's different than what we see you like.
It's
you know
very
what I mean? Knowing
different.
you as a friend, I always want to know how you talk to them.
That's what keeps me out of nightclubs. That's why you don't see me in clubs no more.
True.
That's why,
Very
you know,
true.
you catch me at the studio, you catch me at home in an environment where I'm liable to see them all.
Right.
So I have a question for you, and then we're going to go to break. But I want to know if you can make me that suit with men on it, and you can answer when we come back.